Hey guys, so as you all know, Stadia didn't exactly have a great start, right? It came out in 2019 and it came with a lot of broken promises, delayed delivery, and most recently closure of its first part studio, including the departure of Jade Raymond, who was meant to basically, lead their huge exclusive project, but that never happened. But I've always been curious about the technology, right? The streaming technology is becoming kind of mainstream. So I really wanted to pick Stadia up for a while and try like how the entire package works. So recently I got a really good offer from Google and I decided to pick up the Stadia Premiere Pro. This comes with Chromecast Ultra, a controller in white, and generally I think this is a great value, which is one of the main reasons why I decided to pick it up. I'm going to be trying it on my 4K TV, my iPad and my phone, and I'm going to give my general impressions on whether or not I recommend it, so stay tuned to find out more. So first a quick unboxing to show you guys what's inside the box. I mean, straight away you are presented with the controller, very nice looking, has a USB-C charging port and a 3.5mm headphone jack if you are looking to use an external headset. And then I guess, comparing to my PS5 and Xbox Elite controller, very similar in size, and I would say it's definitely quite aesthetically pleasing. Moving on with the unboxing, you get a USB-C cable along with a charging adapter for the controller. As this is a Stadia Premiere Edition, it comes with the Chromecast Ultra for using with your large 4K TVs, which is one of the main reasons why I picked this up. Because even if I don't use Stadia quite a lot, I can at least use Chromecast Ultra for just streaming from my laptop, my tablet or phone, which I think is fantastic value overall. So I recently signed up to Google One, which gave me a 3-month Stadia Pro subscription. As you can see, the selection isn't too bad, but most of the big budget games are old, like F1 2020, Destiny 2 and the first Hitman reboot. It's great for those of you who haven't played it, but for me, I have already played these and have no reason to go back. Now, moving on to the main store, the selection is actually great. I mean, you have all the games available on mainstream consoles, but if you look at the price, they're fairly expensive. I mean, the fact that all the games are only accessible via the server and they're fully priced, I can see some reluctance in people to spend their money here. It kinda gives you the feeling that you actually don't own the game, and you could think, what would happen if Google one day decided to pull the plug. But if you need them, they are definitely here for you to buy. So, which is not bad. So first, I tried on my TV using the Chromecast that came included. The setup was pretty straightforward and I was able to play within 5 minutes of hooking up. I was genuinely surprised at the level of details considering it is a streaming technology and the response times are very tight. As you guys can see here, everything looks very, very good. There was pretty much no lag between me pressing the trigger button versus what's actually happening on the screen, so yeah, pretty fantastic.
This place is an old cosmodrome, a Russian spaceport. It's quarantined now. We need to get you back to the city. To do that, we need to take risks. So, heads up. All in ready.
Next I tried the Hitman reboot. Again, same experience as Destiny, no lag, and the graphics was beautiful. So again, pretty fantastic I would say. Next I tried playing a couple of games on my iPad. Again, setup was very straightforward, but the only thing is because of Apple's restrictions, you actually play the game via the Safari browser, which to be honest made no difference at all. It was straightforward. You link the controller on the browser and then you're pretty much ready to go.
This place is an old cosmodrome.
Overall, my experience was great. I did see a few lags here and there, I'm not sure if it's because of this being played by Safari rather than an app, but I still think this is a great alternative way to play if you just fancy playing on your bed for a change. Next was my S20. Now, I have already tried using the Xbox streaming on my phone, and that was very impressive, so Stadia definitely needed to be on par, to which I must say they have done a pretty good job. Again, no lag and very clean graphics. The only thing I found annoying was that if you wanted to play outside your home, where you don't have access to home Wi-Fi, the Stadia controller does not work on Bluetooth, which really surprised me because it kind of defeats the whole purpose of the portability and whatever it claims. But I guess the good news is you can still play it outside using your, say, Xbox controller or PS5 controller, which I was able to easily connect via Bluetooth. As you can see here, I am using my Xbox controller to play on my S20, which was very straightforward. So that's pretty good.
This place is an old
So to conclude, there is no two ways about it. The technology is brilliant, and I definitely think streaming is here to stay. So I was really impressed by the overall stability and the quality of the graphics, especially on a 4K screen, considering the fact that the entire thing's being streamed. I also want to give a big shout out to the fact that the entire experience, there was hardly any lag, which is massive considering the controller is separately connected through the Wi-Fi and the Chromecast is actually, so they're like two different things coming together, but zero lag, which is amazing. The downside is the price, right? Even though you have a good selection of games right now, it's really expensive, especially if you look at the games that's on offer in the Stadia Pro package. I don't think they're very compelling right now, and as I said before, they're fairly old games which most of you I'm sure have played. But I think if they were to change this and try and bring more newer games, just like Xbox Game Pass where some of the new games are coming day one, I think this is going to make a big difference and entice more people to come in and play. So this is my opinion. And in its current state, I think this is still a great option for someone who doesn't own a console and who just wants to pick up something and play straight away. Be it on their tablet or TV or phone. I think this is great for people. But someone who owns all the console, for example, for me, I play most of my games on my PS5 or Xbox, so unless there are some exclusive games or if I find some really good deals, I don't really see myself using this actively. But again, as I said earlier, technology is brilliant and I think this is the future. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know if you guys do decide to pick this up, and I will see you next time.